into the mix, according to Mark Spears, as we are quickly approaching the NBA training camps, which begin on October 2nd. It's also been reported that several other teams may now be interested in acquiring Damian Lillard from the Portland Trailblazers. And amongst all of these new rumors and speculation, one thing has remained constant. Through this ambiguity, Damian Lillard still wants to only play for the Miami Heat. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat channel. My name is Amir. If you guys enjoy this type of Miami Heat content, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. So, a new report just came out, and it's now expected that if Damian Lillard does not get his wish to play with Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat and gets traded to any other NBA team, that he will then request a new trade from that team so he can finally and ultimately join the Miami Heat. So it's been over 2.5 months since Damian Lillard has requested a trade from the Portland Trailblazers to the Miami Heat, and yet a recent report again indicates that the two teams still aren't close to getting a deal done as we are rapidly approaching training camp and the regular season. So a source said that this week that Portland generally has continued to be reluctant to engage the Miami Heat in serious talks and has acted disinterested in getting a deal done quickly with Miami, though that could change as the start of training camp approaches in early October, according to Barry Jackson and Anthony Chang. But here's the big quote. If Lillard is traded to a team other than Miami, he is expected to ask to be traded to the Heat, they wrote. So this adds a new wrinkle to the Damian Lillard trade saga. So the biggest leverage Miami has had so far throughout this process is that Dame mentioned that he would only want to be traded to the Miami Heat. I believe this is one of the main reasons why other teams have not pursued Dame in the past 2.5 months during the offseason. I would find it hard to believe that another NBA team would want a disgruntled NBA superstar on their team if he does not want to be there. The other factors, as I've mentioned in other videos, include his age and his contract. But I ultimately think since he only selected one team, that has been a big deterrent for other teams to pursue Damian Lillard. If it is true that Dame would request another trade to the Miami Heat, if he got traded to, let's say, a Toronto Raptors or a Philadelphia 76ers, I can't imagine a world where either of those two franchises would want to take on the risk if this report actually is true. They would have to give up a lot of young pieces, future draft picks, in order to acquire Dame just for him to request a trade. So I think this is big news. This should solidify Miami's leverage. And based on this news, I believe that Dame will be traded to the Heat before the regular season begins. Hopefully before training camp, which is in the next few weeks. And we could finally get some closure and identify our gaps in our roster and fill out the rest of the team via free agency. Even though Jackson and Chang's report states that the Trailblazers have been reluctant to discuss a Lillard trade with Heat, it seems like it's only a matter of time until the 7-time All-Star does end up with the Miami Heat. Let me know what you guys think about this report. Do you think this trade is going to happen before training camp or even before the regular season, now that it's expected that Dame will request another trade until he finally gets to his ultimate destination, which is the Miami Heat? Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.